Hello everybody, welcome back to Cooking with Brenda and Sadie and David. He's the man behind the camera. Okay, tonight we're going to make something called stuffed shells. They're really good and they don't have any kind of meat in them.
And they're awesome.
Unless there's some in the spaghetti sauce, so
no
they're
meat.
Awesome. They're big. Okay, I'll mess with my power so that
shells.
moves my hands.
Okay. Stuffed shells with no meat.
Yes. So how this will work, we would take the shell. We actually boiled them before we got on the shell.
This is what we had, was jumbo shells.
Okay.
And if y'all want to see, I did wash my hands, but I want to show y'all again.
Alright, so what'd you say you done, Sadie? You boiled them shells first?
We have already cooked the shells because it takes, well, you're only supposed to cook them about 8 minutes, but I cooked them a little longer.
So they be soft.
You can do what the box says because they don't bake but about 30 minutes is all you're going to bake them. And that's just to melt the cheese in there. So let's get ready to get them on the roll here.
Cool.
Now, put them back for a minute, honey. Just wait for a minute. Okay, what we're going to do, we got a huge bar of Parmesan, the biggest bar. I think it was 16 ounces. And that's usually all we use, but you can also use some Parmesan in them, and that's what I'm going to do. Just about a half a bag goes off.
Was that already cut up like that, or did you?
No, I couldn't find it where I had to cut it.
So you got out your doohickey and grinded it all up?
I did the mozzarella. Yeah, I did the mozzarella. So the doohickey.
Well,
yeah, he's the doohickey, ain't he?
What'd you call that thing that you used?
What thing?
That thing you
I've
turned?
seen that before. My grinder. There's all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Cut stuff up. Okay.
It's a hand crank thing, whatever it was. Whatever it is.
Okay, you need 2 eggs, which we're going to put in there. You want to give this stuff to me, Sadie? Well, I got it, honey. I got it.
Yeah, can I give the rest to you?
You want to give me the parsley?
Yeah.
That's a
Can I dump it in?
Yeah, 1/4 cup of parsley.
Okay. 1 batting egg.
2 eggs. 2 eggs beaten, not batten, you ding dong.
How much do we add in?
2 beaten eggs, all of it.
What is that?
That's cottage cheese.
Ooh, gross.
Ooh, gross. Ooh, just wait, you gotta eat it. I can't wait to make you eat it. If you don't, that's supper. Sorry, I won't cook nothing else.
Well, if I ain't got no meat in it, I don't know if I want it anyway.
Sure you will. Just wait till you eat some. Then you'll change your mind.
Is this something y'all used to do, or is this something you come up with, or where does this come
This is
from?
something me and my daughter makes.
So your daughter pretty much gave you the recipe then?
No, she didn't give me the recipe. She makes it. She's the first one to make it.
Everything?
Okay, we got about half the amount of ricotta cheese. Now, some recipes that you find might call for just ricotta cheese, but you can use both. Let me stir it, please.
Okay.
I got to get that egg.
So this was called a...
I don't think you'd be able to, Sadie.
Okay.
This was called a ricotta cheese.
Ricotta, yeah.
All right.
So we put
It looks like cauliflower mixed with
24 ounces of cottage cheese, and then we put 15 ounces of ricotta. But you can do both of them in ricotta, but you need a bigger one. And it's a whole lot more expensive, and the cottage cheese will do the same thing.
David, just wait till you use it.
I know usually that's the way it usually works. I don't never watch her cook, so I mean, except when we was doing these shows, and everything's always been good. But I've never seen this done before.
Well, this is
You just don't see me do it.
plus meat is here. I couldn't find the right
How
one.
do y'all like Sadie's red lipstick? Isn't that beautiful? Red looks good on her. I told her she's already beautiful, but she don't believe it.
I do believe it.
And we went and got your Halloween costume today, didn't we?
Yeah, we got her Halloween
It's a
costume.
vampire.
It's a gothic vampire, and we got white stuff for her face to
And
make her look really pale and dead. Like a vampire.
She's dark complected already, so it'd have to be a lot of makeup.
Now, what you do, you spray your pan just lightly on the bottom or your dish. Just a little bit. What's after me?
Probably an ant.
No, it's a gnat. It's fine. Ants don't fly.
some ants do.
Well, the ones that are in here don't. How about that? I haven't seen any for a few days.
So what'd you say you got in this other pan over here? What's this stuff called?
I just sprayed it lightly, and that's a little bit of spaghetti sauce. And you can also use tomato sauce. But I like the spaghetti sauce better.
Can I feel it? Feel some of them?
You can, just give me a minute. Let me get, I see the egg still not mixed in very good yet. This is hard to mix.
You couldn't use a beater or something like that. Probably be better not to do that. You just blend it all up in a big nasty goo.
Oh,
Yeah, if I had one of those KitchenAid, you probably could. Just dump it all in there and let it mix it up. It'll do it. I want one. I'm hoping to get one these days. I think I got it. Now listen, you also put salt and pepper to taste. We don't care for pepper, and I put salt in the noodles, but I thought I might put a little bit of sea salt, which I can put this one.
So when you put the noodles in, you use a little bit of sea salt in your water. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I put some regular salt. No, I put sea salt in my water. That's what I used. And I got a big thing to refill that, but I don't need it ground.
Okay.
I didn't put very much because I've already put some in the noodles. Now you're going to be filling 24 shells, so I hope my bowl's big enough, but I'm wondering.
Kind of looks like potato salad.
With all them leaves in there, ground up leaves. Okay, let's get this stuff in those shells, lady. Let's find us a smaller spoon. How about that? Let me get us a smaller spoon, Evan. Now, let me show you how to do it first, Sadie, before you... You do? Well, let me just show you anyway. How about that?
Okay.
Now, that's a lot of shells, and I don't know. Maybe I better get my other pan. Okay, Sadie. Oh, I'm going to get the Tor one first, but that's okay. I'll put him back together. I hope.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. You put that stuff in them
then you
shells.
just wrap it back up in the shell. See, if you got a Tor one, it'll stick right together just like that.
Now can I do it?
Yep, now you can do one. Oops. If it's got water, pour it out, okay? Don't pour it in here. There's your spoon, Sadie. Now you just put a little bit of your sauce on the bottom, and I sprayed it a little bit. Just a little bit.
Ain't no way you can do this unless you touch them.
No. Well, guess what? I use my hands to cook, and I don't care what anybody thinks. That's not matter.
I know. I'm just messing. Don't
Mr.
worry.
Nitpicky.
Just go with it. Don't worry about it.
We eat it. Nobody else does. Which I'm showing them how to do it, and this is how you do it.
If the governor ever comes to eat dinner,
He'll eat it. I guarantee he'll eat it, because it's so good. When it smells good, you'll eat it.
We'll wear rubber gloves or something.
Hey, turn that oven on to 400, Sadie. Can you do that?
Which one is which?
All right. The one that's got the numbers on it.
No.
You see right there, those two. The number one, let her do it. Put it on bake.
Where's bake?
Wrong. There you go. Turn. There you. Whoa. Go back to bake. You're on clean. Oh. Push it in. There you go. Now this oven's got numbers. Put it on 400. You gotta learn to do that. I'm still teaching Sadie.
And see, that's the new buttons I put on there too.
She's self-sufficient.
I went on the website and I found some antique buttons for this thing.
Antique stuff.
I know, but we got to get some buttons for these. They ain't got no numbers on those.
Hey, I used to have a stove that stood up tall, and the oven door went up, and the stove door pulled out, and then when you're done, you just pushed it back in. I love that thing.
Wonder what happened to the numbers on them knobs.
You washed them off with this green cleaner. That's what happened to them.
I washed the numbers off of it.
And
it's been a good stove, though.
The stove eyes, I pretty much know where to put them.
How long have we had that stove? About 20 years. It's maybe longer. It's been a good one.
Sadie, did you lose somewhere, darling?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go online and see if I can find you some more knobs for it.
It's clean. I washed the cabinet. Cup your pepper in your hand like that. See, people can't see what I'm doing, and they will fuss about that. Trust me, they will fuss about that.
Well, it's so small in here, it's hard to do anything. And then that light, if I get in one angle, that light will take it all out. And then it's not enough room in here for all three of us anyway.
We're trying to make.
I don't know how we all used to eat in here. Remember a long time ago?
I don't know either. We eat on TV trays. I just can't deal with it.
I know, but a long time ago.
I don't know.
Of course, we didn't have some of this other stuff that's in here, but anyway.
Well, some of this other stuff's getting ready to go out to the trash. I don't care. I'm tired of it.
Then I got you this big giant refrigerator.
All them wine glasses and stuff going, we don't need them. I don't use them.
I don't think we've ever used them.
Yeah, we have. When we first started together, it's been many years ago, but we used them. Some of them, and I bought more. I bet you they're not all going to fit in that bowl. Let's stop a minute. Let me think about something here.
Can I just fill it?
Yeah, just keep going, hon.
Huh?
Can I just fill it?
You go ahead and fill it, honey. You know what? I'm just going to try to squish them in there anyway. Let's just squish them in there anyway.
Are you sure this is going to taste good? I mean,
yes,
they got
I'm sure.
It'd probably be better if it had some pepperoni on them.
Ew, that's the reason I'm glad that I don't have none of that garbage. I hate pepperoni.
You're just not weird, but yeah.
He's weird. Go ahead and say it. I'll set for you. Weird.
Weirdo.
You have to push them up together.
I see y'all looking for a switch in here in a minute.
You are. For a nose busting.
Cut me a hickory switch. Get striped you like a zebra. That's what Daddy used to tell us.
Mommy didn't tell us that. Or Daddy didn't either. We just got it and they talked about it later.
Sometimes we'd have to go get our own switch.
We did too. Grandma would say, go get me 2 of them switches. And after she hit us across the back, then she'd laugh. And I really didn't think it was all that funny.
Which grandma was that in?
My dad's mother. Sadie, there ain't nothing in this one, honey.
So she was a little...
There's not enough in it.
So she was a little bit more mean.
Fill them up. Oh, throw it in the trash. Wash your hands.
Sorry.
Now you got to eat it.
Look, you got to put some stuff in there, honey. Look, all right. Put 2 or 3 spoons in there. Oh, my.
Stop looking at me, David. You're weird.
You are dropping that in the floor. You're definitely going to have to get the switch now.
Oh, you are. Shut up.
Oh, I wish I'd have seen this earlier, Sadie. Fill them up, baby. They're going to gap open, okay?
How?
They just do. You hold it and fill it up. That's how.
Excuse me.
Let me see it before you throw it in the bowl.
Oh, crap.
Stand over top of the thing in case you drop it, it'll
How about
fall.
if I fill them? Because you can't hardly hold them. Your hands are too small, honey.
It's okay.
Well, I'll just let this one be okay. It's tearing up. But it won't tear up in a little bit. It's going to be just fine.
We need a kitchen like they got on the Waltons.
Ain't that the truth, man? I love that. Don't tease me.
How about this?
A little more, Sadie. They don't have to close, honey, okay? I promise you they don't. Fill that thing up. Or I'll be wasting this. I'd rather waste the shells than I would this, okay? If it comes down to it, the shells is not that expensive compared to everything else in here.
That's enough, Sadie.
She said... I don't know. Hey, she said it was gapped open.
Look,
so.
you can take your back of your spoon like that and open it up a little bit and push it over there, okay?
Oh.
Take the back of your spoon and do it.
Don't call me dumb.
You're not dumb.
I ain't gonna say
You're
that. Why would
learning.
you say
You're
that?
not dumb, honey. You're learning.
I wouldn't say that.
He wouldn't call you that anyway.
I was just picking.
He's the dumb one.
Edith,
He don't know how to cook anything but...
Edith
I
Bunker.
don't know. What can you cook,
2 Edith
David?
Bunkers.
Nothing?
Yeah.
What can you cook? When I'm sick as a dog, I still have to get up and cook. I just can't believe it. No, I'm fibbing on him. He'll get us something if I'm sick, but I haven't really been that sick, except surgery. Surgery is bad. When you have something taken out that's attached to your body and a fake one put in, it's pretty bad.
A little bit more.
That's better. See, look, I'm taking this pointer finger and my thumb and kind of holding it up. Can you do that? Your hands are small, so maybe you can't do it yet.
Don't say can't.
Well, that doesn't mean that you can't, but when your hands grow, I'm sure you can, but right now maybe you won't be able to.
And don't say you aren't able.
Well, I don't like to say I can't either. You know, you can't until you tried. Can't never could until he tried. You ever heard that? Can't never could until he tried? So you're trying. Yeah, all this cheese is expensive. The one that was the cheapest was the Parmesan in that bag because it was on sale at Kroger for $1.88. But that's okay. I'm still going to get it.
How's this?
That's much better. Let's do the good ones before we do the tore up ones, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't think we're going to have room for all of them. I'll probably have to make another dish. That's okay. I'll do that.
So don't get torn ones.
Torn up ones? It's all right. If you do it like that, that's all right, okay? Like this, if you get some in it, it's all right. We ain't going to worry about it. If you can get it where it's like this, that's fine, honey. You don't have to pile it full like I was. Let's do it your way, okay?
I was about to eat it.
You're about to eat it.
Looks like rubber, don't it? I'm sitting there watching her mess with it. It looks like a piece of rubber.
Stay over.
You gotta try to work it while you're... Let me fix these shells here, honey. Let me fix these shells here. I'm gonna have to do another pan of them.
Hey.
Pack them up together here.
I just want to eat it right now.
You can't eat it right now.
You can't
Huh?
eat it right now. It's got raw eggs in it.
Yeah, ew.
Ew's right, ew.
Pay attention.
We're probably only going to get maybe one more in there, Sadie. Maybe two. We'll do two more. And that's all we're going to be able to get in there. And then I'll...
Dipstick.
Go ahead. Do it. You don't need it inside outwards. What are you doing?
It's easy.
Get up over the bowl. Get over the bowl so you won't drop it in the floor. And if you drop it, it'll drop in the bowl.
That's what I was trying to tell her.
There you go. That's good enough, baby. Okay. We're going to put one. Can we get one more in there? And we'll get them covered up and put them in the oven.
Yeah, I think we can.
We can get them in the oven, and now they've seen how we do it, so I was going to put that back in the bowl. I'm sorry, everybody, about my Bluetooth. I forget that I have it on. Okay, let me get this stuff off of me.
Did y'all used to have Bluetooth back in the olden days?
No, but now I just forget I have the thing on. Because when I drive and stuff, I wear it. That's how I just do it.
Yeah, I remember you lost it, and I went over to Kroger's, and I found it in the parking lot squished.
That'd be enough. I tell you, pour the remainder of the spaghetti sauce over top of them. And I think I just messed up. Or did.
I bought it home.
Was that actually what happened, Brenda?
I just messed this thing up.
What happened? How'd you mess it
find
up?
some more cheese. Turn it off for a minute, David.
What'd you do?
Will you listen? I got to put some more cheese on.
So, what are you doing now?
Well, I'm just trying to spread this out over all of them, and I'm going to put some cheese. You got to put some mozzarella and Parmesan on top of it also. Or just mozzarella. Or let me tell you, whatever your favorite cheeses are, you should be able to use.
Mm-hmm.
The recipe calls, well, the recipe would call for what I used.
So that's spaghetti sauce? And,
spaghetti, not buscotti, but
yeah.
spaghetti.
And then you put that on top like that and kind of smear it around a little bit, and then you put...
I'm going to have to teach you how to talk.
And then you're going to put some more of that cheese on top?
Yeah. I gotta grade some more up. Gotta get some more graded up. Real quick. It won't take but a few minutes. I need my thingy again.
You want me to do it for you, or?
I don't know. You can turn that off for a minute. You're wasting our time that you're just going to take out.
So, phone here.
Yeah.
Oh, that one turns the screens. I forgot about that. The screen.
Yeah.
Well, the other one did too.
Well,
they all have the screen rotate.
Well, this one never. The other one never done it for me. All right. So what are you doing now? Here, you got
grating cheese.
Everybody, I'm grading some cheese. David has never seen me do this before.
What kind of cheese is that?
Well, I'm using mozzarella, and I didn't have enough to put on the top, so I'm grading.
Barney Fife, he likes mozzarella on his pizzas.
A lot of people do because that's what goes on most of them. It's mozzarella.
So that came from your things that you bought, your fancy pans that time. That looks pretty cool.
Do a little bit more. Might as well do it all up.
But I was going to get some.
You're not going to get the mozzarella cheese. I need it to cook with. Sorry.
I was just
What do you mean you thought you was going to get some?
I was just baking.
I have some provolone in there. It's good to eat too. I got Swiss.
I know.
And I love Swiss cheese. Should throw some of that in there. I love the aftertaste of
So
Swiss
you can
cheese.
modify it any way you want to, I guess.
Yeah, you know, these white cheeses, you need mozzarella for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's almost like
actually, the Parmesan is optional, and that's why I didn't use the whole bag. So
it kind of reminds me of like lasagna in a way.
Lasagna has meat. Some of it might not. You can do veggie lasagna. This don't taste like lasagna, let me just tell you. It really don't.
I'm telling you too, it doesn't.
Does not taste nothing like lasagna.
Haha.
I'm just doing it in the same bowl because I'll probably use all of it anyway. Well, is it going to get enough in there at all? I'll get that one bowl in there soon.
Can I start one?
You're not going to do this? No.
No.
Sorry, but no. You cut your finger off this thing, Sadie. It is sharp.
I know.
I asked David, I can try to get it off sometimes and I cut myself, trying to get the cone off.
That's why I take it off for you now.
Yeah, I'd rather him cut himself.
I know how to do it.
Well, I cook. I don't want to be bleeding and cooking or trying to have cut fingers and trying to cook. It hurts. I bet that still ain't enough.
But
More, David. That's all I'm going to put on there, and then I'll foil it and put it in. And it's got to cook about 30 minutes. Get them shells and stuff, get the cheese melted in them.
So did you take the shells and cook them half the time limit they call for? Or
the recipe calls for 8 minutes, but I cooked them as what the box said. And they're not going to cook but 30 minutes in the oven, and I don't think that's enough time to get the shells.
I'm just trying to find out, can you overcook the shells by putting them in the oven too?
Not if you're not going to if you don't cook them all the way.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, if you don't cook them all the way in the water, I cooked mine about 12 minutes, and I think the box calls for 18 minutes or something like that. But they're still good and soft where you can work with them. And like I said, you only cook them in the oven 30 minutes, so that's enough for the cheese and stuff to melt. It's not long enough for the shells to cook, in my opinion. Somebody else might make this already, and they may do it for 8 minutes.
Have you seen this on the computer? Have you seen this before? Or is this...
I haven't looked for it.
Okay.
When I know how to make something, I don't look for it.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I forgot one of the things that we done on those other shows that we lost, and one of them was squash casserole.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought about that today, and I am going to remake that, even if I have to buy a squash.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had to squash out of the garden and everything, and we didn't get a chance to. It didn't film, but that would have been a good show if it would have worked. That was a good night that night.
Okay,
everything
let me
worked
get
good.
the foil.
And I was
Let me get the cheese off of my hands.
You don't always work with cheese.
Huh?
You don't work with cheese every day.
This old telephone, I kind of wonder. I'm scared that it's not working because it's got this big old busted crack in this
That
screen.
has nothing to do with the camera lens.
Yeah, I know.
It's been telling you, Don.
But,
It was Brenda's old phone.
yeah, I know. So far it's been working.
It's got pretty color.
So far it's working. I just see that big old cracks and stuff and it busted all up.
We looked at one today, didn't we, David?
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I like it. I'll study on it. All right, now you're just gonna cover that up.
Let's boil and let that at least 30 to 45 minutes. Ovens vary. So you want this cheese and stuff to melt.
Let me put it in there for you.
I think I can get it now.
All right.
Okay. All right, now we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, we're going to see if they're done. I took the foil off. I was going to check them. I checked them and I just took it off.
So, that smells good. So it's been about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's been 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
Told
man.
you it'll be good, David Hall.
Well, he might, he knows it's good.
Oh, yeah. Everything Brenda makes is good.
Well, it's boiling, so I'm going to assume that your cheese is melted inside of them, and we're just going to take one out and see.
Oh, yeah, that smells really good.
Now, I'm sure that by now somebody's already perfected this and put some kind of meat in it, but it's actually good if vegetarians.
Nobody put meat in it.
I guess it's unlimited at what you can do with them, like anything. Where are you, Shell? Did I get one, you reckon?
It smells like lasagna.
Well, it tastes like it. Trust me, it will not taste like it.
Who gets to try it first, David?
Him. He's a taster, I reckon. It don't matter.
Plus, he had mustard on his shirt.
Yeah, the big baby's got mustard on his shirt. He's got mustard. Can anybody believe that he's got mustard? I ought to show y'all. He's got mustard all over his shirt. Here, let me have that camera a minute, David.
Not right now. That's just what we're...
People wants to see who's behind the camera, David.
Well, I don't want to scare them too bad, so we'll wait and do it some other time.
Come on.
Oh, come on. Let them see the mustard on his shirt.
You big baby.
You what?
Yeah, I did.
Say that again, Sadie. What'd you do?
Big baby.
tricks on him too, like I do. He deserves it. Everybody, you just don't know, David. He deserves it so much. I done that to him a while ago, Sadie.
I do it a lot to him.
All right, come on, real
Let's
quick.
burn his tongue for me, won't you? This cheese stretches a lot.
Yeah, David.
Once it cools a little bit, it won't be so
I
stretchy.
want to show you. Come on.
All right, here we go. Let's give it a try here. All right.
It's still pretty hot, David. Be
All right,
careful.
let me see what I can do with it here.
Yeah, you put it on your shirt, and I won't get accused of doing it.
Mmm.
Told you.
Now that is good.
And we have another
Wow.
pan. I'm going to bake this other pan too, so
Can I have a taste?
let me put
Yeah,
that
go
other
ahead.
pan in there real
It's
quick.
good,
Watch that,
Sadie.
honey. Watch
It really
that,
is.
Sadie.
It's really good. So you had a little bit left over, so you're going to do another pan, and I'll just cook it for about 30 minutes.
It will be a little more firm in a few minutes. You know, anything, lasagna or anything like this is a whole lot more firm if you let it set a couple minutes.
Cool it good, Sadie. Don't stick it in your mouth. It's hot.
Plus, that some of the cheeses is melted in there.
Can you help me?
We'll both go blow it for you. You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Hot or not, here it goes, huh? You swallowed that. What did it taste like?
Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm. Eat you some more.
Anything with cheese like that, it's good, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Like
Like I said,
we never got stuff like that when we were kids.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if we'd got stuff with cheesy
didn't,
stuff like that when we was kids.
We barely afford cheese.
But every
and stuff.
once in a while, maybe.
Did
you
they
know,
make cheese when we were growing up? Who knows, right? I know my grandmother used to get cheese. They called it commodity foods.
Which one?
was that like World War
Dad
II
or
stuff or
your mom?
something?
She got a big old block of cheese like this, so I know they made it.
Your dad or your
What,
mom?
My grandmother.
What was it called again?
Um,
Commodity cheese.
commodity. They called it commodity foods, and it was like a social services, but you didn't get what you do now. You just went down there and they gave you all kinds of stuff, and
That was
But
back in the
on the
probably
day
Depression
she'd go-
days or something.
yeah, it was. But one of the days that when she had money, she could go grocery shopping, and it was right there close to the grocery store, which was Kroger. It was been so many years ago, and it was Kroger, and I remember Kroger.
That must have been one of the first ones then.
Mm-hmm. But they would give her these commodity foods, and they would give like powdered milk and cheese and beans and stuff like that that was healthy. Bread.
Is that the one that used to switch on y'all, or was that the other one?
No, that was a nice one.
All right.
My grandpa died, my mom's dad, which was my grandpa, he died whenever she was 13, I believe, so we never got to meet him. And my grandmother never remarried.
Yeah.
She had somebody, though. He was our grandfather. That's the only one we knew. These
All
will
right.
set up for a few minutes, and then they'll... Hey, look at my new spoons. They're so neat. Let me find the other one. Where's the other one? I want to show it. We went to our reunion a couple weeks ago, and last weekend, and somebody left these. My sister said take them, and look, they're plastic, but they're really pretty. It says they can stand heat up to 400.
So your sister said take them spoons. Y'all know who they belong to? They left them?
Well, when we're the only ones left cleaning, everybody else left us to clean. They do it every year. Dirty dog.
I didn't get nothing. I'd mop the whole place, the VFW.
You get to use these big plastic spoons. They're nice. They can hold heat up to 400.
All right.
Well, everybody, we want to thank you for watching again as usual. And you got lipstick everywhere. They don't buy your kid. Anyway, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye. Okay, this is mine.
We're on.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
He ain't kidding you.
It is on?
Probably. We'll come around here. Let me tie you up.
You little stinker. You're cutting that out.
Am I? Or am I not
You
cutting
might
it out?
cut him out, mightn't you?